too about James Forrest. This is a guy that could be the most decorated Celt of all time. You see him come back into the team today and you see how much he offers and the contribution that he still makes.
Listen, he's a fantastic player, honestly. I've obviously played with him my whole career. He's so good, and like you said, he's so close to becoming outright the most decorated, and what a person, what a player to do it as well. So happy for him, because he's dedicated his life to Celtic as well, and he's such a top player that he could have went anywhere at any point, and he chose to stay with Celtic. So we're so lucky to have him, and then obviously for him to go out on his own is an amazing accolade, and hopefully we can do it, get across the line next week, and then he can enjoy every single bit of that because he's earned it.
What would it mean to you to go and claim a treble potentially in your first season as a Celtic player?
I think we are on a good way, and still a lot of games to play for, and still a cup final also, and everybody knows that everything can happen in a final. So but I think everybody's really focused on the main goal, like you said, and that's winning trophies. And we are really confident in our abilities, and we think we are in a good place and we will do it.
Being back at Hampden, Jota, how much did you enjoy that one?
I did. I think it's now like 2 years since I played here, so good feelings from the last game. I remember my last game for Celtic was in here, so it was a mix of feelings, and really happy to have shared these moments with the fans. And today was also really good.
And marking it with a goal like that, how did you just see a little bit of the goal to be able to finish it from there?
Well, I always try to imagine the situations in my head to feel them, and then to act on them. And I just felt like Ali was going to do a brilliant cross, and it really happened. So I was there.
Does it feel a little bit like a home game with so many Celtic fans today?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the fans are always there to support us, and today was no different. So they always make us feel at home, and we love it.
Coming on in a game like this when Celtic are so rampant, it must make life a little bit easier.
Well, the tempo and the intensity and what we want to do always adds another responsibility, because teams that are winning for 4 or 5 or whatever tend to slow a bit things, so then there's a responsibility on the people that come on just to turn it around and to give it like an extra gear, and that's what I wanted to do.
How much are you enjoying competing alongside the likes of Nicholas Kuhn, Yang, James Forrest, obviously a veteran? How much are you enjoying playing alongside them and competing for those 2 spots?
I think quality speaks for itself, and every day is a new challenge. Every opportunity is what we have, and we need to take it. So it's really good to learn from them and to perform.
Did you enjoy that moment with the young fan coming onto the pitch and giving you a hug?
Yeah, definitely. First time I've lived something like this, and I was thrilled for that, and I hope he had a memory for his life. Yeah, I just hope he's okay at the moment. Yeah.
Are you enjoying playing under Brendan Rodgers just now? Obviously, you came back at the end of January. How much are you enjoying playing under Brendan Rodgers and the style that he brings?
Yeah, I really like it. I think the structure and the idea of the club is always here, and then he just brought like a bit of his idea and philosophy. So it was a perfect match, and now I just want to perform more and more.
On a personal level, how enjoyable are days like today when you've been away and you've maybe your career wasn't going in the direction you thought it was going, and then you come back and you have an afternoon like that? How much do you enjoy it?
Well, that depends on perspective, because I don't expect my career to go somewhere. Like every step is a different step, so I try to learn as much as I could from my experiences abroad. And I think I'm a much better player and person at the moment. So I lived very good moments in the past few years, difficult ones as well. But everything was a learning, and I wouldn't be here maybe if I didn't learn in the past. So yeah, just being mindful about it and enjoying the day.
Just what's your reflections on it now that you get potentially a treble in your grasp?
Look, we know we still need to win another game in the league, and obviously we want to go and win the rest of our league games and then move on to the cup final. So I think it's important that we get a good rhythm going into the cup final, and hopefully there we can win the treble. It would be amazing.
Got to think as well, everyone's playing for places now too.
100%. Yeah, I think that's why the levels come up in the last couple of games. You know, there's just there's massive games coming up, and I think everyone wants to be a part of that. So.
The manager said a few weeks ago, and some of the players as well actually said it was maybe a wake-up call against St John's, the one that was needed. How emphatic was that today from like a playing perspective?
Yeah, I think we bounced back well last week against Kilmarnock, and that gave us sort of the confidence to come into today and start well. And I think we controlled the game from the start. You know, I think it was the plan was to play in their half, and we did that. We tried to move the ball forward fast, and I think the first half was really, really good. So it was nice to bounce back, and it probably was true that we needed a bit of a wake-up call, and I think we've had it.
When the support is there like it is today as well, it must make it a lot easier to bounce back in that sort of style.
Yeah, 100%. It's amazing to have half the stadium here, but to have nearly the whole thing is brilliant, and you know, you sort of want to perform for the fans and them have a good day. So hopefully, yeah, they can bring the same support to the final.
When we are talking about being as emphatic as it is, and you know that forward role that you're playing, and getting those passes, and is that the message from the manager that he wants to see you more in the opposition?
It depends on the opposition, I suppose. My first job is to defend. Same with Cam, we know that, but we know that if teams are going to sit back on the edge of their own box, if we advance 10-15 yards, it means our midfielders can advance 10-15 yards and get in better positions to create and score goals. So we know that we have that role as well, but it depends on the opposition, and it also, our main job is to defend. We get reminded that a lot.
You've set up a final against Aberdeen. Have you still got a couple of pals up there?
Yeah, I do. I still chat to a few of them. Whenever we play against them, I'll catch up with them, but they won't be pals on the day.
How tight-knit is the centre-back group at the club? Because obviously we're out for a bit. You had Austin Trusty in there, Mike Nawrowski as well came in for a couple of games. How tight-knit is that defensive back line in terms of supporting each other? When one player is maybe out, the other one comes in. Is there bits of advice that you give to each other?
Yeah, we're all tight. We're all friends, but like it's competition. You know, we're all in competition with each other for the two places, and I think that's healthy. You know, so it's we're all friends. You know, we're all friends. We're not going to say we're not, but the competition is there, and we know what the goal is to play, and it's good.
Was Rio delighted with you after you played that past him in the lead up to the third goal?
Yeah, because just 10 seconds before I got the ball, I think he made a run and I didn't play it, and I was like, hand up, sorry Rio, and then I came back, I seen him make a run again and got it through to him, so yeah, I was happy. Do
you enjoy showing that different side of your game? I know the first port of call is to defend, but do you enjoy showing that passing ability as well from the back?
Yeah, look, it's important, especially at this club. It might not be as big, but we make 100 passes a game at least, you know, me and Cam, so if we're in the final third, it's good to sort of be able to play progressive passes, and I think I've improved a bit at it, and I do enjoy it. Yeah, it's good.
Making a case to get in the midfield?
No, I don't think so. I think our midfielders are too good. Maybe if I drop down a few levels.
Thanks very much.